Welcome back to the 5th season of Speidel's Federal Tax Minute podcast. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane, the editorial director at Speidel, and this week we're covering what practitioners can do when clients receive new IRS Notice CP53E. Speidel's post-tax season update and review webinar covers answers to all of the questions that come up during tax season, like Trump accounts, the new qualified tips and overtime deductions, qualified opportunity zones, and more. Get registered for one of 4 dates in May at speidel.com under webinars. Tax professionals are already fielding client calls about a new IRS notice that's slowing down 2025 refund processing for nearly 1.5 million filers. IRS Notice CP53E is the IRS's latest procedural tool in their aggressive push toward fully electronic federal payments, which is part of President Trump's Executive Order 14247, modernizing payments to and from America's bank account. Starting with the 2026 filing season, the IRS is phasing out routine paper refund checks, except in limited cases. Now, direct deposit is the default delivery method. Prior to this change, if a taxpayer filed an individual income tax return and had a refund approved, the IRS would issue a paper refund check if no routing and account numbers were included on their return, or if the bank information provided was rejected for any reason. Now, instead of issuing a paper check right away, the IRS freezes the refund and mails a CP53E notice to the taxpayer. The notice tells the taxpayer that they have 30 days from the notice date to log into their IRS online account and supply or correct valid direct deposit information. Only one update is allowed, and IRS employees are prohibited from accepting bank details over the phone or in person. If a taxpayer enters incorrect information, the taxpayer will have to wait until the IRS issues a paper check to receive their refund. The IRS will release a paper refund check only after the 30-day response window has lapsed without a taxpayer response, but it can take the IRS 6 additional weeks to actually process the paper check. The fallout from this is that taxpayers who traditionally requested paper checks are faced with unexpected delays. The IRS's Where's My Refund tool shows the hold, and the notice itself is the only formal communication. No second chance exists if a subsequent direct deposit attempt fails. Practitioners should advise affected clients immediately to create or access their IRS online account. The process is straightforward but requires identity verification, so walk them through it or schedule a quick virtual assist if needed. Emphasize accuracy and remind clients that routing and account numbers have to match the taxpayer's account exactly. For next year's returns, make bank information mandatory during intake. Collect and verify it before e-filing to avoid triggering the notice altogether. From a compliance standpoint, CP53E is not a penalty notice and carries no additional interest or sanctions. However, the cash flow impact on clients can be significant, especially for those counting on timely refunds. The IRS's process for sending out Notice CP53E, waiting for a taxpayer response, and sending a refund if no response is received can easily stretch beyond the 45-day administrative window for the IRS to issue a refund without paying interest. It's unclear whether the IRS will pay interest on delayed refunds in this scenario or take the position that the delay was due to the taxpayer's error. Stay up to date with federal tax law changes with a subscription to Speidel's Federal Tax Letter, a monthly newsletter plus a searchable online archive of back issues that keeps you at the leading edge of the federal tax issues that will impact your clients. For details and a sample issue, go to speidel.com and click Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Speidel's Federal Tax Minute.